Hello guys, welcome to another video yet again. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to determine the right people to show your Facebook ad to. So the goal of every business is to make sales, right? So to make sales, you have to be showing the ad to the right people, because if you show it to the wrong people, you're not going to make sales. But if you show it to the right people, you're going to make a lot of sales for your product or for your services. And to do this, it means you have to understand the concept of determining who you want to show your ad to. That is your Facebook audience. So we are going to understand or determine the concept, and then I'll take you to the Facebook ad manager where I'll show you how it is done. So let's look at the concept. So the first thing we're going to look at is the demographic when we are looking at our Facebook audience. So in the demographics, we are going to be looking at the age, the location, the gender, marital status, and occupation. Now, you want to understand what the age range of your ideal customer is. What is the age range? Is it between 20 to 30? Is it between 30 to 61 or 30 to 65? So you have to understand that before you go into your Facebook ad manager to run any ads. The next thing you have to determine is their location. Where is that ideal audience? Where is the person located that you want to run your Facebook ads to advertise your product or your services? Is it in Ghana? Is it in Nigeria? Is it in Kenya? Or wherever the person is, you have to determine that. The second thing is the gender. Is the person a male or female? Or the product you are selling, is it for both genders? You also have to determine that. The next one is the marital status. The product or services you are promoting, is it for single people? Is it for people with children? Or is it for people who are married or newly engaged? So you have to also determine that. The next one is the occupation. Which occupation are you trying to sell that product or service to? Is it for people who works at the bank, people who are police, people who are doctors? Are you selling it to people who are teachers? You have to determine the occupation, businessmen, businesswomen, or whatever the occupation is. You have to determine it, and that is under the demographic. Now let's move to the next one, which is the psychographic. Now with the psychographics, we are talking about the interest of the person. We are talking about the hobbies, the values, the attitudes, the behavior, and the lifestyle choices. So everybody has an interest. So when we go on social media, we try to look for things that we like. So things can be video, it can be audio, it can be pictures, anything that we like. And we follow people and we follow things that we have interest in. So Facebook has a data of all the activities we perform on the platform. So with that in mind, you can target people who love soccer, you can target people who love basketball, who love tennis, or whatever it is, or any other thing, right? So you just have to understand the interest of the people you are targeting or you want to show your ad to. Another thing is the hobbies. Is the person interested in cooking, or is the person interested in artwork, or whatever the hobby is? You have to determine it. You have to determine the values of the person as well. Does the person like maybe living a healthy life or whatever it is? You have to determine the values of that person. The attitude is also important as well, and the behaviors. People have different behaviors when they are online. There are people who like buying online. It is also a behavior. There are people who like going to like videos and all those things. It's also a behavior. So you have to understand the kind of behavior you are searching for. Is it an online shopping, engaged buyers or shoppers, or whatever it is? Now, when we come to the lifestyle choices, people have different lifestyles that they try to exhibit online. There are people who like luxury, okay? There are people who are conservative, There are people who are relaxed and different lifestyles or choices that people have. So you have to determine the kind of lifestyle choice that you are targeting for that particular audience or your ideal customer. So now we want to move into the ad manager so that I can show you where you can actually get this thing. So we are now in the ad manager, and in the ad manager, once you select a campaign objective and you click on it, then you go to ad set column. So you come to ad set, and when you come to ad set, you scroll down and you see the first thing here you see is you see location. So we talked about the location of our audience, and you can edit the location to suit the location you want to target. If it is just a small area of a country or just a larger area of a country, depending on where your audience is, where you think your target ideal audience is, that is where you are going to target. Okay, that is why you are going to type. So if I think my audience is in, so I'm going to remove Ghana here, and then I have to type another thing here. So let me say Johannesburg. So, so you can see Johannesburg, South Africa. So if my audience is at Johannesburg, I can select Johannesburg, South Africa, and you'll see that Facebook will tell me that this is Johannesburg, South Africa that I am targeting if your audience is in Johannesburg. So you can select audience from different places and different geographical locations, even outside your country, if you can actually sell your product in those areas, or if you can actually reach those customers and then provide your services to them. For local businesses, I suggest or I recommend you actually target a geographical area within your local area, okay, that is close to you so that you can sell the people. But if you sell a product, you can target as much as you can sell. If your service can reach people in other countries like Nigeria, you can target Nigeria as well. As far as you can do delivery to those countries, you have no problem. But for service like dentists, people who are plumbers, people who are chiropractors, therapists, massage, you will have to target only a particular geographical area in your country. So apart from the location, now let's move down to the audience. Now you come here, you see this switch to original audience option. So you click on it and then you click on use original audience. Now once you click on it, it is going to change so that you can set the age and other things. So when you scroll down, you'll see this is South Africa, Johannesburg we've selected, and you can see the age. So now we want to determine the age of the people we want to target. So you have to know the age of your ideal customer. If it is 25, starting from 25, so maybe my ideal customer is a homeowner and is at age 30. So starting from age 30 to age maybe 60, that is my ideal customer. And then I can select the gender I'm targeting. If it is men or women or both, I can select. So in this case, I'm selecting all, which is both men and women. And when we come down here, it says add demographic, interest, and behavior. Now, over here, you can decide to type the interest to see if it is here, or you can decide to actually browse it here. So let's look at the browse option first, then we type it later. So when you get to the browse option, you can click on it and you see demographic. And in the demographic, you can choose educational field, financial status, life event. Now when we click on education, you can see the level of education the person has reached, maybe university, secondary school, or whatever it is, high school. You can select them from there. And then financial status, you can actually select the income level over here. Then with the life event, you can select whether the person is having an anniversary, away from the family, away from hometown, and the rest. You have birthday, you have engaged in a relationship, or is newly wedded or has recently moved, you can select all those things. Or you can even select the birthday of the person you are targeting. That is for live events. Now, parent, you can select if the person is a parent, and then you have various options for parents here: parent with adult children, parent with early um, school age children, and the rest. So you can select the kind of parent you want to target based on this. Now, with that, you want to go to relationship. You want to know if the person is single, if the person is engaged, married, or whatever. Depends on the kind of people you are targeting. So if your product or service is going to serve people who are married, then you can target married people or engaged or single people, depending on what you are selling. Then work, you can also target the job title of people. And when we go to the job title, we have people with various roles in their industry. So when you come here, you can see people who are at the administrative service, business decision makers. So you can go down and down and down and down. You select IT decision maker, health worker, and all these things. Government employees, you can target government employees over here as well. Now, that is for only demographic. And the same applies to the interest. You can target the interest of people here, people who are into business, entertainment, family and relationship, fitness, and it goes on shopping. You can select the hobbies of people here, okay, and people who are into sports, technology, and the rest. So that is the interest. Now, when we go to the behavior, you can also look at the behavior of people who celebrated anniversaries. And now, when you go to this behavior here, when you click on it, I think Facebook has. Okay, so now when you go to this behavior here, you can see people who like mobile devices or who are consumers, digital activities, and all these things. So I don't want to go much into that because I'll be talking about other aspects as well. So now, aside using the browse option to get all the interest, the demography, and the behavior, you can also type into this search box here. So let's assume you are selling a home, a service for people who own a home. Okay, so you can type maybe home owner, and then it should pop up if I type correctly, home owner. So you can see home owner, so you can target people here, small business owner, no. So we have SA home owner, maybe this is an interest we want to target, we can target it. So if I'm also a cleaning service, I can type home improvement, okay, home improvement, and then I have a whole lot of things here. So home improvement retail, home improvement over here, and then I have other options too. All right, and one thing about targeting here is once you click on one of the options, you can also tell Facebook to suggest other options for you if you are out of ideas. So you can come to the suggestion here and click on it, and Facebook is going to suggest something similar to what you've typed. So you can see interior design, home repair. So all of them are related to the home improvement over here. So once you select them, you see we can see renovation here, which is construction, house, building material, home construction, other things here that are related to home. You see maintenance, repair and operation, interior architecture, new house, all these things here, real estate, are related to what? Home, kitchen, they are all related to home. So if you want to target those people, you have to know the kind of keywords that are related or that your target audience might be following on Facebook so that you can use those keywords to target them. I hope this video was very, very valuable to you. If you like this video, please subscribe, and then I'd like to know your opinion in the comment section below. See you in another video.